So for people who don't know you, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background?
Yes, I'm Ty Simmons. Was in the Air Force for about 10 years. Did sophisticated military weaponry. Did that for about 10 years, and then I got out and did some contracting for special operations, where I did a lot of high classified type things. I got into this. I got into this business through with another business partner. Um, we created this kind of medical treatment in the Dominican first, and then we moved to Thailand about 2.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago now, because there was a crazy need for veterans to have therapy care through the F&P program. And what we learned that not only was it a big need, is that a lot of people didn't know about the program. And then we learned that we were the only medical company on this side of the earth that did it specifically for veterans. And in Manila, you have the VA, but other than that, there's no other place where you can go where they only serve military veterans on this side of the earth. So I began to get calls out of France, Dubai, Morocco, Malaysia, and then that's when I realized, like, oh, this is about to be crazy, right? So, and then that brings us to present day, where we kind of rebranded ourselves as Heroes Total Wellness. We have trying to take a more holistic approach, like really diving into Chinese medicine with our acupuncturists. Some of our treatments that we do go beyond just the normal stretch, check your heart and lungs. We try to get people who are subject matter experts in body, like yoga. We do acupuncture again, but we also do what we call total body wellness, where we'll have you with in meditation with a doctor who this is what they do, right? And it works well. That'll be mixed with cold tub therapy. And it's just a lot of stuff that we're trying to do to really treat the hero. Because at home, we are veterans. We are a number. Here, we're heroes. And that's how I wanted it to be. The staff down there knows that the people who walk through that door, they look normal, but they're not. And they need help. And they may not tell you that they're going to need help, but they're going to need it. And we're going to treat them with the utmost respect, like we should have been treated when we finished our duty call and we volunteered to fight for our country and fight for our allies around the world. So that's what this place really focuses on. Is one, I'm going to see you, I'm going to know your name, I'm going to smile at you, and I'm going to really try to treat you to make you feel better, whatever condition you have. So that's how we are.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
And the fact that you're ahead, because it's proven now, isn't it? It proves science as well that it's mind, meditation, and all these things do make a difference. It's everything about changing. So, and Western medicine still doesn't care, do they? So to bring that in, it is leveling up, and it will be seen.
Yes.
And I'm genuinely believe it, because I live for this sort of thing myself, as well as Blaine. We discuss these all the time. It's lifestyle. So it's beautiful to hear there's going to be incorporating something like this.
Yes.
So I commend you for that. Amazing. So,
Thank you.
Brilliant. I'll just touch on that.
Can I throw a question on you quick?
Yes.
How do you guys handle like prescription medications? Because it took me forever to get my FMP to actually go through. I don't know if I did it wrong the first time or whatever. It finally went through, and even when it did go through, I didn't get any type of notice or email. So I had it for like 2 months before I even knew. There are prescriptions I was getting that I only have one. I think I have like one, not refill, one. It's a facial cream. One bottle left. The pills that I take ran out of those like 8 months ago. It's nothing major. It's like a gabapentin, naproxen, which I don't need anymore. And there's another facial cream I was getting. But how do you get those out here? I know I can go to the pharmacy and get the Trenbolone and a couple other things, but when it comes to any type of other medication that I was getting prescribed from the VA, how does that work?
Okay. So two things I want to hit on. One thing is FMP now has a new registration process. Okay. We used to have to fill out the paperwork, send it to FMP. FMP would reply back with your letter sometimes, right? FMP is now trying to me, this is one of the better programs the VA has. And they're trying to make it even better. And there's going to be some bumps in the roads, but they're going to try to make it better. Now, if you're a veteran and you have a disability, it's already in your records. The FMP letter is already in your records. You can go log on to va.gov, look in your documents, FMP letter will be there. But the big thing is you got to be able to log into your va.gov, which means you got to know your IDB password. So that's the biggest thing. If you don't know those things, then you have to go the old school way. Okay. Secondly, your medication. We have a program where once you become an active patient, which is at least 4 visits a month, we will prescribe you your medication that you used to have in the VA. But it has to be FDA approved. It may be it may be a substitute, but it will be the same medication that you have. Sometimes we're able to get this exact same name, but sometimes in Thailand they don't have that medication and they have a generic brand. As long as it's FDA approved, we can prescribe you the same medication you're being prescribed in the States with the VA.
Okay. Does that I guess it will be coming from Thailand then.
Yes. Yeah. So there is no program that's going to ship
Shipping.
uh
That's what I was. Yeah.
US medication due to customs and everything else to Thailand. That's not going to happen. No, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So, do veterans need to permanently live in Thailand, or can they be on visas and different things coming and going?
Good question. The versatility at FMP is as long as the veterans outside the country, anywhere they are, they can use the FMP program as long as their provider accepts it. Doesn't require you to be living in Thailand. It just requires you to be in Thailand or in Malaysia or in the Dominican. You can use this program. You do not have to have residency or a permanent status anywhere where you're at outside the country to use the program. The only thing that you have to make sure is that the provider you're going to accepts either you paying up front or they do direct billing and let you, go like we did. We do not charge anything to any of our veterans. Only thing I request from all our veterans is time. Just give me a time to make you better. I'll take care of it. Right. I've had some instances where veterans will get a letter, a denial letter, and they start panicking. You don't owe me nothing. Let me take care of that. Right. You just come here to get treated. We'll do the rest.
Well, touching on that, me and Blaine have had a lot of conversations about STEM for a long time. And that's why I said I want to come and try and just do anything to make some more awareness. And you said that exact thing. A lot of people don't have the knowledge on how to fill forms out correctly, answer questions correctly to what they need to be able to get what they need. So that alone, and then anyone struggling with PTSD or any kind of mental health, that adds volumes on just trying. So you taking that away is just huge as well, isn't it? That's like a massive stress off the back.
And anybody who wants to come to this clinic and doesn't have anything, they don't know what they have, just come. Those receptionists down there will take care and ask you whatever they need to ask you to get to what you need. All the thing you need to be is a disabled veteran letter rating, and we'll take care of everything else. Whether that be your mental health, if you need to see a psychologist, we have that on site. If you need to see a psychiatrist, we have that in telehealth that can you can see the psychiatrist, they'll get you medication, everything. We try to cover everything. And I don't know if you were paying attention as you were coming down this street. There's a new 7-Eleven over there. And behind that 7-Eleven is a new big white building. That's our new location.
Okay.
Right. And so maybe after this conversation, I'll take you through there and you can tour that building. It's about 8,000 square feet and about 45 rooms. Right. So we'll have a pool on site, sauna, cold tub therapy, acupuncture, physical therapy, everything you see here. And then our later phases will include a yoga studio there because we do yoga on the beach on Thursdays. I'm sorry, on Tuesdays. So we're just trying to make it a one-stop shop where any veterans from around the world can come. I'm going to try to partner with some of these condos out here. So the veterans is coming from a place where they need to have rooms and board. We'll have that. Just want to be a place where somebody can just come and forget everything and just get better. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a British kind, right? And then brilliant. Brilliant. So, yeah.
Do you guys do any do you work with Miracles at all?
No.
You know the company I'm talking about?
Miracles.
I think it's just called Miracles Thailand, but it's they work with the FMP program also. But it's like I know they do they do rehabilitation for drugs there. I don't know if they do in physical therapy. So
I haven't heard of that company.
I'm pretty sure it's make sure I'm not telling you a lie here. I think it's just called Miracles Thailand.
I do want to add though that another thing that we're desperately trying to add is Champ VA services. Champ VA services is the dependent half of FMP, right? So FMP, only the veteran can access that program. Champ VA is for their spouses and their children, and hopefully we will be able to treat veterans, spouses, and children through the Champ VA program. It takes a little bit more tedious work, but we're so close to getting it done. And once we get it done, if you're married and your spouse is enrolled in Champ VA and your children are enrolled in Champ VA, they have another alternative versus Bangkok Hospital. They can come in here and get treated as well.
Giving like that. That's gonna be a big deal for a lot of the families.
Yes, it is.
But the place is called Miracles Asia.
Miracles Asia.
You want to check them out. But they seem like a decent place. Were you still?
To be honest, the beautiful part is all the questions I have to answer. You've answered in one by saying, all you got to do is turn up, commit to and take care of everything. Even if you don't know what's wrong with you, all these things is just, these are all the questions. So that is basically, I can just say that as well as just re-emphasize laid out on what you've said. So that is pretty much it, other than a nice question for you, for your vision. Where would you like to see yourself in 5 years?
So we are currently, what I have in our vision statement for our employees is to be the #1 international destination for veterans abroad, right? But that's just the tip of the iceberg. We are in conversations with hospitals around the country to not only have our facilities in those hospitals, but for those hospitals to be a treatment facility for elderly patients where they can stay. Nurses will be there to confide in them. There's some people, some of our moms, dads that are older and you can't afford that type of thing in the States. I will have a place where you can bring them and they can live out the rest of their life in peace and harmony. And you'll have people there who you trust that will take care of your family members, on top of them having a place to have their healthcare done at a cheaper rate. So what I'm incubating here, what we're trying to incubate as a team, is just like a global healthcare should not break you, right? So we're trying to create a global affordability VIP healthcare experience where you don't have to be a millionaire to be treated like a millionaire, right? So that's kind of where we're going to go in the future. But for the short term, we are focused on being the best veteran facility for those heroes who, some of us have been to combat, We've seen the worst of the worst, and some of us have just been in stressful situations. Some of our bodies are just broken. We want to be the place where you can come, open that door, and be seen and be heard and feel like these that care about me, and I'm just not a number. That's my goal as the CEO of Heroes Total Wellness. I want the heroes who come in here, including myself, because I'm one of those people, to come here and feel like, man, they care. Because all of us have been to commander calls where the commander's like, oh, we appreciate everything you do. We do this, blah, 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 give you the hoorah, hoorah speech. But really, nothing really changes, right? You still have to go do the grunt work, and then you still get the attitude. You still get everything. I want this place to feel like, is this paradise? Like, is this really how they treat people? That's what I want.
The way it should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly how you feel too.
And that's good to hear. And I know you've been sitting here. Do you have any questions?
No, I'm just amazing. Everything you say is because, as a veteran, that's all we really can ask for.
Yes.
Is a place we can come and, get healthcare and, not be judged and
Yes.
have a community. So.
Yes. And I want to say this to my women heroes. This is a place for you. We want you here. I understand that it could be intimidating to be in a place where a majority of our patients are men, but we want the women heroes here too, because we have a place for you. We have a place where you can be comfortable. We have a place where you don't have to be vulnerable. We have a place that's going to take care of you. Everybody here is focused on taking care of the hero, whether it's a male or a female. We want to take care of those people who say, hey, that's our goal. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. It sounds more like it's a family, isn't it?
Yes.
You've all been through different but same things,
Yes.
and it is a family, isn't it? So, and like I say, to make sure that we're just included in that family.
Yes.
From what you said, moving forward, it sounds like generational, because then kids who served, their parents have served them, know about this place, and it will become a generational knowledge.
Yes.
So that goal is just, brilliant.
And I do want to also acknowledge we are opening up a new location in San Domingo, Dominican Republic. Will be our second location. We are so close to being done. So like I said, I want to expand on Asia, and then we'll have things spanning on the Caribbean. Not to get too big, because I've been thinking if you get too big, you start to lose the genuineness of what we're trying to do.
It's watered down.
Yes, but I want to be able to have good facilities in multiple places around the world. So, and this place and the support I get from the veterans are allowing us to not only expand, but this facility I'm going to show you, I've tried to pretty much take everything, almost everything that I've gotten here and dump it into there. Because honestly, a lot of bills get passed in our country, and we always come last, right? This is a place where we come first, right? It is my goal to make sure we feel like we deserve what we do. At the end of the day, we do.
Brilliant. You had any help with that?
Yeah, I got a couple of things. I know you guys do like events and stuff, like little outings and stuff. I went to one of the events you guys did in Johnson like 5-6 months ago. I think it was that far ago, but it was like get together barbecue on the beach type of thing.
Tahiti Beach.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you guys have any events coming up soon, and where can people go to get information for that?
Actually, we have a buddy event happening on the 29th of August, where it's bring your wingman. So there may be some friends that you guys know that don't know about us, bring them. And there may be some people who used to come to us and now don't come anymore. We're reaching back out to those people. Also, a big thing that's going to be happening at that event is I'm going to have a company come down here who will help our veterans get their rating up, or veterans who don't have a rating start the process to get the rating. These are gentlemen that have extensive knowledge within the VA, one of the gentlemen's pretty much wrote all of the SOPs for the United States Navy. So all the standard operating procedures for the medical side of the the United States Navy follows today. This gentleman wrote them. So like I said, I only want to bring the best. I don't want to present to our heroes anything less than the best, right? So they've already helped a couple of guys in this area, and I really want to partner with them to help get the word out, because that's the biggest thing: getting your disability, increasing your disability. And now with the different rules that they're trying to change, you need somebody that's inside that loophole that can guide us the right way. Right. So, but yes, we plan to have not only that, my plan is to have at least a Veterans Day event every year, and we'll always celebrate Christmas, trying to get veterans some gifts. They're away from home. Sometimes you'll walk into the clinic, there'll be a Christmas tree. You have some gifts under the tree with your name, kind of remind you of being a kid again. And then we always try to celebrate your birthday. So you might come in here tonight and surprise you got a birthday cake and some candles to blow out, because you're important and that's your birthday. So, well, we try to do a lot of things, a lot of events to kind of keep our veterans active with each other, and also spread the community that we're trying to build. Because sometimes, unfortunately, some of us get stuck in that house and don't come out. Right. If you know you got a place where you can meet people who have the same kind of background, going through the same type of things, you won't get judged. You're more likely to come out and try to just kind of open up for it. So we got a lot of stuff coming in the future.
What can you guys do that the VA can do? Like, is there anything that
We can't treat anything that is not documented on your disability letter.
Okay.
Right. So we can only treat your disabilities.
Okay, that makes sense. My last question is, with this new facility, is there going to be any type of inpatient care? Is that anything you're looking for in the future, or?
That's the next step.
Okay.
Right. When I was telling you about having partnering with hospitals and stuff like that, that's going to be something we're going to do later on. I'd say next 5 years or so. But we're mainly focused on outpatient care, rehabilitation work, and holistic care and mental health. Our mental health department has grown. I feel sorry for Miss Palin. She's has so many new veterans, and every time, as a person who suffers from PTSD, when I see a new patient come in and talk to her, that could be a life that we just saved. It could be a life changed. It could do a lot of things that necessarily, like, we don't do this in the States. Like, because it takes so long to get somewhere, right?
3 months.
Yes.
Appointment.
And then when you get an appointment, if you don't like the doctor, then you gotta wait another. Like, you don't want to go through all that.
Yeah.
So here, it's like maybe a week. I can get you in a week, and she knows who you are. Like, you're just not like this number.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody knows who you are. So it's just, when I see that, I'm like, we're doing the right thing here because the word is getting out. Yeah.
I think what you're doing is great. I also still believe that there are a lot of people who don't know about
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Even the way I found out was just kind of by chance through Facebook somehow. But man, props to you. Yeah, props to you.
You know, I always say, nobody, no person is successful by themselves. And when you came through this building, you passed everybody who makes this place run. Miss Jackie is not here. She's doing something, but when I wasn't here at the States, that's who kept this thing running. So I'm just I tell my employees all the time, I'm just another teammate, right? I'm just kind of like we're in the military. Like, you had that good leader who just never separated himself as a leader. He was just a part of the group, and we're just marching forward. And that's how I am. So all the kudos that I get, please let them know, because they're the ones that are studying trying to make sure they know the difference between Air Force is the best and
What rank are you? Air Force.
Air Force.
So, I can tell you what Air Force is.
So, a lot of things that they do just to understand us as so. Thank you guys. Thank you for. I have a question for you. Is a person who is not an American, who cannot benefit from this yet, what made you get involved with this?
3 reasons. So, although I was in a lot of trouble when I was younger and gang did similar ways, and it's like I've saw a lot of stuff myself, a lot of stuff, and also my friends back home. I've got friends who's in the parachute regiments, friends who've lost limbs, and then since I came here and interacted with Blaine, and we hit it off pretty much quickly, and seeing how much it's helped him, and knowing that he used to have to like think about Philippines, different places, and stress him out.
Yeah, no idea. I was literally once I made the decision once I made the decision that I was going to try to stay here, and I was getting no response from the FMP. I told him I'm going to go to the Philippines because I got to go, see a doctor or something, just to check in at least. So that was my plan until I finally got approved. So
Wow.
but, sorry.
That's right. Yeah, and then my best and other friend Joseph will probably come down soon. He was going to come now, but he's tried to do other things. Just for me, my aim is basically get to the Amazon in the next couple of years and just call it quits. I don't. I struggle with depression severely. Like I got diagnosed with bipolar, but all my life I never knew why I was up and down. I never went to doctors. I was just caught given the life I was living. And then eventually I found God and then transformed that into spirituality, like I said, for different reasons, and just become. I'm in trouble for 15 years. I've got 2 little girls. I've actually had joint custody of. I left them back home, gave my dog up and everything, just for my mental health, because I was suicidal every other week, and I was drinking alcohol, taking drugs. But I've boxed for 20 years and taught martial arts as well. So I've just you can see that balance of behaviour. And then for me, I came here, I found peace, met beautiful people. And for me, I just want to get to the Amazon in the next couple of years. That's my goal, and retire there with the philanthropy visa. So I'm just building a website with Blaine called Escape the Matrix. And that is basically helping anyone who needs to escape the Matrix and get themselves better, whether it be relocating, whether it be this kind of thing. It cost me nothing to have a few days away, but talk to you guys, learn more, and meet good people, and give something back to the world. So that is all it is. I mean, you even said at some point, maybe, I have zero interest in taking a penny from anything. It's like, I just want people like you guys to get the life you deserve as well. It's like, basically, I've been through so much shit in my own head. Now I just want everyone to be happy in the world. Don't care where you are from, nothing. Just everyone deserves to be happy, don't they?
Yeah, that's phenomenal. It takes a certain type of mindset to be able to what's the word I'm looking for? Understand other people's hurt, other people's pain, and then to act on that. A lot of people see pain and just keep it moving, but to act on somebody else's pain and try to help with no monetary at all, that's true passion.
That's compassion,
right?
Yeah.
And I always have this saying that my friend made up: my passion wakes me up. And that's what's happening right now. Like, my passion wakes me up. My passion to help people wakes me up in the morning. Everything I do is for this passion. Just like you, man. I appreciate you reaching out to me, because I kept seeing you posting stuff, and my employees run our Instagram too. I'm just monitoring it, and I happen to see you, and I asked Jen, like, who is this person? And he's talking about, what is this? She's like, I don't know.
I came down before and spoke with everybody.
Okay. So that's when I reached out to you, and I was like, yeah, man, I was so happened to be coming to the country for good. right? So I just got here 11 days ago.
There's no coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence about it a bit more.
I just want you to know that you do have a partner in Heroes Total Wellness. So whatever we can do to help you guys, just let us know. And whatever you can do to get this word out to as many people as you can, we're going to try to help all of them. That's the goal.
Well,
I didn't want to forget, maybe the silent boss. Do you have any questions? Get other stuff.
Is it until it gets to that point where you guys allow us to come in and do medical marijuana? Are you open to us still serving your patients who are
As long as you have the correct credentials through Thailand.
Okay.
Yes. Right. So there's licenses and stuff that you have to get, and there's licenses and permits that our patients have to get to be able to get the marijuana, to get the medical marijuana that they are allowed to get.
Right.
As long as those things are good and running through my other business partner, we can definitely have a conversation about that.
So for more information, head over to heroesrecover.com. You can contact them directly, and there's a lot more information on the website. Or you can join our forum as part of our website, www.escapethematrix.com, and you can sign up and communicate with each other freely through there, or join our WhatsApp group. There's another event called Bring Your Wingman. The details are here. Feel free to come along, any veterans, and bring a buddy. We may be down there ourselves, Escape the Matrix team, but not 100%. For any more information, feel free to comment below, reach out to us. We'll happily help guide you, put you into the right places.
If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. I'm never the same. Whenever you're calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. Hey, whatever the plan, I know I'm holding the best of me out of my hand. I know you always understand. Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breath.